What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to have a look at what is going on with these Manga Rares and the God Pack and all of that, because I'm seeing a lot of questions, I'm seeing a lot of misinformation, and I thought we'd done the last update on this yesterday. But it turns out we hadn't done the last update on this yesterday. There is one more update that needs to be done today because this is pretty important. I'm seeing a lot of guesses that I'm pretty sure I can tell you for certain are wrong. So let's have a chat. Now, the story from yesterday was quite simple. Those Manga Rare reprints, which we all thought were coming, are coming, but it turns out they're coming as part of a God Pack rather than just being randomly seeded into packs like normal. And then they are, of course, slightly different versions of the existing cards. They've got a star, and more recent Manga Rares have stars, but the older ones didn't. And they've got a stamp on, so they are easily identifiable as Premium Booster 01 reprint Manga Rares rather than the original Manga Rares. They are easy to tell apart. Now, yesterday, that's where we left it. They are available in these God Packs. And I told you that they're not ever going to be officially confirmed, that we don't do this, that these companies, they never just tell us, oh, God Packs are coming. And they haven't told us God Packs are coming, but they kind of have. You see, over on the official website, they've gone and updated the card gallery for Premium Booster 01, and they have included the Manga Rares, which is very unusual. Essentially, the Manga Rares, remember, we've seen enough cases opened at this point, with nobody pulling them, to know that they have to just be in the God Pack. Essentially, if they were in random packs, we would have seen it by now. We have seen more God Packs being opened since yesterday, but we haven't seen any Manga Rares come out anywhere else, so it really does seem like it is God Pack or bust. They are only available in the God Pack. That is the only way they're coming. Okay. But they have gone and been revealed over on the card finder on the official website, so that there's no controversy now. It is 100% official. All of the Manga Rares are in the set. And we know that for an absolute fact because they've gone and been put on the website. They've literally put the Manga Rares on the website in the card finder for the set. So we know that the Manga Rares are in there. And honestly, it's kind of awesome that they've gone and done that. Brilliant. So that has led to the question a lot of people have had. And that is, will we get them? And look, I don't know. Now, I have a very good guess, and I'm very confident with my guess, but I need to say at the beginning here, I don't know. Nobody knows. The only people that know are people working for Bandai, and the people that are working for Bandai aren't going to answer. Like, they're not going to tell us, because they're all under NDA. So, they can't tell us. Unfortunately. It's just, there's no way, all right? They'd love to, they're not going to do it. They're not, they're just not going to do that, all right? So what that means is we have to make sensible guesses. And I think I've got a pretty sensible guess for you, but it gets a little bit complicated, so let me explain. Now, first thing that we need to point out here is that our sets are the same as Japanese sets. Our OP-07, with one exception we'll get to, is the same as Japan's OP-07. Now, we have smaller booster packs and different hit rates and all of that, but the actual set itself, which cards are in the set, are the same. That is very, very important. We get the same sets as Japan. So, if the official card finder has been updated on the Japanese website to show that Manga Rares are in the set, then Manga Rares are officially a part of the set, and we should assume that we are getting them. Not confirmed, not official, but again, we get the same sets Japan gets. We get the same card list Japan gets. And if the official card list of Premium Booster 01 on the official Japanese website tells us that the Manga Rares are officially part of the set, then the expectation, which could be wrong, but the expectation should be that we will get them too. So that's the assumption under which I'm working, because they don't put cards in Japanese sets and not release them in the English sets. That doesn't happen, and 9 extra cards? That would be very, very unusual. So we're starting off with the assumption that they are going to be coming. Now, in Japan, they come as God Packs. We've talked about this. They only exist as God Packs. Are we getting God Packs? No. And again, all of this is sensible predictions based on what we've seen in the past. Things could change, but Japan has had God Packs in the past. We have not had God Packs in the past. Ergo, why would we get God Packs now? God Packs are a thing in Japan. God Packs are not a thing over here. Why would we get God Packs now? That doesn't make much sense. In the same way that in Pokemon, they tend to get God Packs and we don't for special sets. So I'm going under the assumption that we're not getting God Packs because we never get God Packs. Now, here's something I can say with a fair degree of certainty. In OP06, Japan got God Packs of alternate art leaders. We didn't. Instead, we got a treasure rare. In OP07, Japan was the Nami. Japan got God Packs of leaders. We didn't. We got a treasure rare. The treasure rare was Law. Does that mean we're getting a treasure rare in PRB-01? No. We are not getting a treasure rare in PRB-01, and I feel very, very confident about this. And the reason I feel so confident about this is because when you look at sets like OP07 listed on distributor websites, it tells us that we're getting a treasure rare. Treasure rare is listed in the information. If you look at Premium Booster 01 on the distributor websites, it is not listed in the information. That doesn't mean we're not getting a treasure rare, but it means the chances are very, 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 very small. We've basically set it up whereby if we're getting a treasure rare, they tell us on the distributor website, and they've listed this on the distributor website without it. Why would they list in OP06 that we're getting a treasure rare and list in OP07 that we're getting a treasure rare, but not list in Premium Booster 01 that we're getting a treasure rare? That makes no sense. We're not getting a treasure rare. As I keep saying, not confirmed, not official, they could change, but it makes no sense. It makes no sense that the distributor listings would always include treasure rares, but randomly not for Premium Booster 01. So, assume we're not getting a treasure rare. Does that mean we're getting God Packs? No! God Packs are not a thing in the West. Not really for Pokemon, even though they are in Japan. Not really for One Piece, even though they are in Japan. And yes, I know that we generally get treasure rares instead of God Packs, so surely that means if Japan's getting a God Pack and we're not getting a treasure rare, we should get God Packs. No! God Packs are not a thing in the West. But I'm going to give you the same prediction I actually gave you yesterday, because I'm sorry, it still makes perfect sense. They did a very similar thing over in Japan for a Pokemon special set, V-Star Universe. And in V-Star Universe, there were actually 2 different kinds of God Packs, which was weird. And one of the configurations of God Pack gave you 9 cards that made a picture. And that was a God Pack. But we didn't get that in the West because we don't get God Packs. It's not really a thing over here. It is a thing in Japan, and I'm sure you can find some random example of a card game that did it once here or there. Okay, fine. But it's generally not a thing over here, and it generally is a thing over in Japan. In the same way they generally have smaller booster packs that are cheaper, and we have larger, more expensive booster packs. I had the conversation a lot with people when Digimon first launched about the fact that we're definitely not getting smaller booster packs, and then it launched and we didn't get smaller booster packs. Because we don't, because that's not how Western card games work. So, I think we are getting the Manga Rares, but just like in V-Star Universe, I think we're just getting them randomly in packs. That's what they did to that 9-card set over in Japan. In Japan, it was a God Pack. Over in the West, they just put those 9 cards in the set to go and find normally. That is my prediction. Again, none of this is confirmed or official. This is supposition, but I think it's supposition fairly based on the fact of what we know. It is fair to assume that they are coming in the set because they're on the official website and we get the same sets as Japan, outside of the treasure rares, but I've explained that. I think it is very fair to assume that we're not getting treasure rares because they would be listed on the distributor website if we were, and they're not. I think it's very fair to assume that we're not getting God packs because we never get God packs. And that leaves the only sensible suggestion as they're just putting them in our set, just seeded normally. And I've even shown you a Pokemon TCG set that did exactly that in the past. I'm not saying this is definitely going to be the case, but I am saying, based on everything we know, this is by far the most likely scenario. Obviously, when we know more, I'll tell you. But for now, this is what we know, and I really do feel pretty confident about this. I can't guarantee it. There could be stuff going on we don't know, but based on all the information we've got, this is the most sensible. So there we go. Now you know. And now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of this. Tell me how you want it to happen. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.